Welcome to one of my favorite food plots on Armstrong River Farm, the 140-acre parcel that I call home, part of the time. What you're looking at is probably our oldest food plot. In fact, I think it is our oldest food plot. It's just a hair under an acre that is half clover chicory that I planted last fall and half weeds that we're going to plant maybe tomorrow. We had an inch of rain earlier in the week, so it might be a little too wet to plant tomorrow, but if not tomorrow, we'll do it on Friday. My name's Darren, and as you can see, we have another beautiful sunset happening here behind me. This plot, gosh, has it been 20 years? 15 at least that we've been using this plot. It used to be just the clover portion, and we planted it in oats every year. And a few years ago, probably 8 years ago now, we decided to double it in size. We've been planting oats and clover, kind of rotating the two around for a while. This clover went in last fall along with a cover crop of oats, well, clover chicory I guess I should say, and has turned into easily the best clover plot I've ever planted. As you can see, we have a row of pine trees. My dad and I planted those pine trees about 20 years ago as a part of CRP restoration work. Great cover for the deer that come in and out of this clover plot. Tomorrow or Friday, whenever we happen to get to it, man, that sunset's getting better and better. We're going to plant a combination of rape and kale in this other half of the plot. We did it last year, didn't get the fertilizer just right, so it worked. We had had a ton of deer on it, and in fact, my dad shot his first deer off of it last fall with crossbow. So we're hoping, we did a soil test this year. We're hoping we have a little better idea of what kind of fertilizer to put on it when we plant. Oh, I just passed. I'll probably show you if I can. Yeah, we'll have to find a better one. Tough to see that one. I don't know if you can see down there. We'll get to it in a minute. In between the two plots, I've got fruit trees planted. I got a couple of crab trees on the end, and I guess about 15 yards apart all the way down here, I planted wild plums that I harvested the plums a couple of years ago, made jelly, saved the pits, and then grew some seedlings from the pits and then planted them up here. So all down the middle here, we're going to have fruit trees. I hope to place some different flowering crabs, or I shouldn't say flowering crabs, fruit crabs, crab apples in between these plums along the way here. Anyway, we're going to try the rape and kale again on this half, but for now, the clover and chicory are holding the deer. In fact, when I rode up to start this video, I had to chase a deer, and I do mean chase a deer off of here. It would not leave. Kept coming back. In fact, I rode through and came back about 20 minutes later and was back out here eating again. You can see the box stand up here. That's where my dad likes to sit and hunt. My wife and I, mosquitoes are getting bad. My wife and I like to sit in there in the fall and watch deer. I don't usually hunt from that stand, but it's a good one for watching deer. Got another plum here. And these are my two crab trees. Let's see, what do we got? This one is called, see if you can see it, a Minnesota 1734. I'm not exactly sure why it's called that. And the deer actually ate the tag off of this one. This is a big deer crabapple. How can you go wrong planting a big deer crabapple tree in your food plot? So there again is the stand. Like I said, about an acre, a weak acre of food plot. Yeah, you can see the mosquitoes now. Along the western edge, I lose track of the years. I really should write these things down. But along the western edge, I've hand planted, I don't know what I've got in here now, 75, 80 spruce trees that I harvested from roadside ditches not far from our house. Brought them up here and transplanted, and they've turned into beautiful little trees now. And someday we'll create another shelter line to protect the deer while we shoot them. Get back on. Well, kind of lost the sunset now. There we go. Let's get you on the sunset instead of me. My name's Darren. I don't know if I ever said that. I know you'll never have guessed this, but it's one of the first videos I've ever done like this. If you like what you see, subscribe to us, would you? Maybe tell a friend or two about it. If you don't like what you see, tell your enemies. We'll take anybody. I hope to create some more videos like this. Might even create one tomorrow or Friday, whenever we happen to put in this plot. I don't know, as I walk on it now, it's pretty wet. Might be a couple days before we get on it. But I do hope to share more adventures up here on this piece of property that I used to call home, and I look forward to calling home again someday. And for now is just my retreat. So again, my name is Darren. This is Armstrong River Farms, or farm. There's only one of us. This is the food plot we call the North Plot. It's on the northern boundary of our property. We put most of our energy into planting and not much energy into naming, so it's not very creative. But it's one of our favorites, and tomorrow we're going to make it look a little bit better than it does today. Thanks for watching.